All right. Okay, so we'll start with this. Uh, campaign is called Beyond the Dead Sea. Uh, a summer festival in a in the beachside town of Arthen witnesses falling stars rain across the sky. But something goes amiss and meteorites strike all across the island country of Findalak. After weeks of reports of strange happenings occurring near the crash sites, including the disappearances of several people, each of you arrive in the seaside town of Arthen after being summoned to investigate the occurrences by King Ash Rannoch. Uh, as you arrive, you exit your carriages and you can see that the sea has pulled far, far away from the shore, leaving a ship graveyard in its wake. But that isn't the only thing that you can see. One of the fragments of the meteors also landed far off out in the distance in the receding waters. The king needs each of you to come together to solve what is causing all of these troubles. You each wake in different carriages. Some of you are together, some alone, and you arrive at the Gilded Crane Tavern. And all of you
Are
arrive.
we? Do we know that we're
do not know
meeting
each other.
a party? Okay, yeah, but do we know that we're meeting a party of people?
No. You just kind of you know that the king is summoning you. Some of you kind of have an understanding about what's going on, but for the most part, you really aren't told much other than that you need to come to this town to take care of whatever the problem is. You're sort of the problem solvers for the king. And
okay.
You exit your carriages, and you arrive in this town. And normally, Arthen is known specifically for the Arthen Summer Festival, where there's always a lot of good food and drink, and everyone's really excited, and it's the kind of place where everyone feels welcome, and everyone's just excited to be there. But instead, when you exit your carriages, you find that the sky is drab and gray, and it hangs on you like an ill omen over the sweet and gentle town that it is. The salty spray that once made for celebration instead coats the town with this morose tone, and everyone is cold and trying to get inside, hurrying past you as rain begins to come down, causing the ground to become muddy and chilling you to the bone.
What's the name of the town?
Arthen.
The people are reacting to this as well. They seem kind of dour and
yeah, everyone's pretty upset about it. But I mean, they don't really know how to take it. It's happened relatively recently, and so they're all kind of in a strange position. They're not used to living in a place that is most sour to live in, and so they're struggling to experience all of this as much as you are coming to this town.
Am I aware that other people are supposed to be sent to this? Like, am I noticing that other people are arriving at the same time and kind of have the same purpose?
All of you are getting out of carriages simultaneously.
Okay. We all took separate carriages?
Some of you are from different places. Not all of you are coming from the same place. Some of you may know each other, but for the most part, you kind of do your own thing.
Before the ground gets too incredibly muddy, you'll see my character kind of rev himself up and just run as fast as his little legs can take him into the tavern.
Damn, I'll try to get out of the rain. I dislike being in the rain.
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm going to have to follow that and see two guys scurry into a tavern and have to follow them. Maybe there's some cheap drinks in there. I don't know. Rain doesn't bother me, but there's a pub right there. Let's get it, boys.
Yeah. As you enter the tavern, no one is really interested in your presence. No one really bats an eye or turns a head. And the few that are even in there are sitting at tables near a roaring fire, huddling themselves for a chance to soothe their aches in the rainy and damp weather. At the bar, a tall, burly half-orc sits behind the bar, thumbing through pages of a book, reading through each page intently through a pair of glasses that are a bit too small for his head, and just kind of minding his own business.
After I enter the tavern, other than Garrett's character, is there any other like bird folk in there?
No. This is almost exclusively a human town, but not because anyone has issues with other races, just because it was founded by a human, and generally these humans just kind of proliferated in the area.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, I'll kind of hang back a little bit until I notice any other bird folk that comes in, and then I'll start making my way over towards them, but not initializing any conversation just yet.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're sitting here by the king to investigate what's going on.
Uh-huh.
You said something about meteors?
Yeah, there was a meteor that came down, and as it went through the atmosphere, it splintered into several large pieces that smashed into the ground, and
Yeah, like a shard of it is
Right.
here, huh?
And since they hit, strange things have been happening, and this is one of the towns that this has been affected by it.
Can I flip the barkeep a silver for a drink?
He looks over to
I
you.
have a goal for this.
He looks over to you and he takes the silver and he hands it back to you, and he says, "It's on the house. Enough difficulties are going around these parts that you don't need to add penniless to them."
What kind man? Thank you.
And he
Yeah,
throws
I
it-
also approached the barkeep to
You might regret
try and
that
glean
when
some
that party
information.
size.
Someone yells, "Free beer!"
Yeah, prepare.
and
Yeah,
so, yeah,
fuck.
he gives each of you guys a flagon of beer and just says, "Here you go. It's on the house."
Thank you.
He
I will,
nods, goes back to his book.
I'll float on into the. I'll cast levitate on myself and float into the bar, into the tavern.
Nobody really cares. This is, I mean, magic
What
is
the fuck?
ubiquitous. Magic is
No need.
ubiquitous in this area, and the people who live here know about it. It's just, it's
Don't need
not
to be
really,
flashy, you bitch.
Yeah,
Just
people,
out of
people just, it's just somebody being goofy to them.
Just out of curiosity, I also earlier walked into the tavern. How likely is it? Like, am I capable of overhearing everything? My guy could perhaps just overheard everything that happened. Is that possible?
Sure.
Like,
I mean,
okay.
it's nobody's really talking much. Everybody's just kind of hanging
No,
out.
just the interaction with the barkeep and the
Oh,
and
yeah.
the sort of
Yeah,
free
yeah,
drink. Okay,
You're
so
right,
having
you're right.
heard that, I want to wander up to the bar and ask the man. Troubles abound, and it's on the house because of troubles. In his opinion, like, obviously this crazy crystal shit is going down. Where's the crystal located? How far from here? And, in his opinion, is that the source of the trouble? Should we go check out the magic crystal at some stage? Or like the meteor shard?
He sighs and takes his glasses off for a moment. I had a voice for him. I don't know if I can do it now, but
Make him Irish. He needs to be Irish, please.
I don't think he's Irish. I can't. It's.
Aussie accent. He's an Australian.
I don't think I can do an Aussie accent.
Fuck.
I'll try it. I'll try it for somebody else.
Okay, yes, please,
Um,
please.
He takes his glasses off and he shuts his book and he places it on top of the book, and he says, "Are any of you are you hungry?"
What's on the menu?
Yeah.
He turns around and says, "Thea, is it ready?" And you hear a small woman call back in a delicate voice, "I'll have it out in just a minute." And then he says, "We'll talk over some soup."
Ooh.
A few minutes pass, and she comes out with a tray full of soup and bread, and she hands each of you a bowl. And the bread is, the soup is mainly a root-like soup, like a winter kind of soup with meat of the last fish they were able to catch from the waters that before they receded. The bread is a hearty bread that's dark and has crushed nuts and seeds on the top and sweetened berries in the center. And each of them complement each other in this sweet and savory sort of way. And when you eat it, you feel fulfilled almost, and almost as if you can take on the world in a strange way. And he says, "So you're the ones King Rannoch had sent for. I haven't had a single visitor here since the stars fell into the sea. I sent word to King Rannoch begging him for help. I sent out for your summons. In Arthur, I'm the mayor, sheriff, and tavern owner. In any other town, I'd be too busy to sleep. But here, we don't see much crime outside of a few outsiders and pickpockets during the summer festival. This meteor business is a bad omen. Thanks, Saloon, for protecting us this far. Well, right then, on to the summons. King Rannoch has opened his coffers to us in the hope that you can help to figure out what is causing all this. The meteor is just a big rock as far as I can tell, but no one, including me, is going anywhere near that thing to find out. Since it came, our shores have dried up, and our healers have fallen ill. Can't even do the most basic spells. Hell, my wife has been cooking noon and night just to keep this town fed and healthy. If this keeps up too much longer, there won't be much of a town left. The pay is 100 gold each, and my eternal gratitude. I've got the money here, and I promise I won't take a copper from it if it means my people can get on with their lives safe and sound. I'd go with you, but Thea said she'd do worse to me than anything out there. I can give you what supplies you need here, food, water skins, hell. Maybe Frederick Bulbert can even help you with weapons and armor if you need it. Might have to give him a bit of a heads up to make it, but he's about as handy as you can find. All that said, just let me know if you need anything, and we'll get it for you.
Is this where we mug the barkeep and just leave?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's GG. We win.
This is about what he knows, but for the most part, he doesn't really know much. He's just as scared as anybody else.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't catch his name.
Fetch. He's dead.
Hello?
There you go.
Okay,
Hey,
now I
hello.
can hear you.
Can't hear anybody. You're talking.
I was gonna say, I didn't catch his name. What is? Or did he even give us his name?
He said he can't hear anybody.
Hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought he was replying to
No,
us.
he's probably gonna have to restart it again.
Okay.
Everything through text-based adventure.
Well, since we're sort of on a semi-pause, this is fucking sick, by the way. I have a question. How much is gold worth in D&D? Or does it depend on, like, the campaign?
So
It sort of depends on the DM, I guess, but
Yeah.
there's a general worth.
So I'm seeing right now, like, he's offering us 100 gold. That's probably, like, a good amount if it's from the king, right? So 100 G's shitloads in
100
this.
gold is a damn good amount of gold in this situation.
All really loudly.
Yeah, so I mean, 100 gold is a pretty big chunk of change.
Okay.
So
to give you an idea, a modest lifestyle where, like, you know, not so much paycheck to paycheck, but this family wouldn't afford to go to Disney except if they saved it like for 5 years. That kind of family lives off of 1 gold. Like,
Okay. Awesome.
one gold, like students, priests, soldiers with families live off like a 1 gold income is good.
Yeah.
100
Because-
gold is like a
Crazy.
payday.
Okay, sweet. That's like a lotto win. Lit. Wicked. Because I think my guy, hang on, I don't know how to find my backstory sort of shit, but I sent my guy, Jape Gapington. Jape has like a pretty, he's not rich. He has like a pretty that sort of lifestyle. So
we put a modest lifestyle for you.
yeah, okay. That's influencing my decision on this. Well, like my next thing.
yeah, I mean, I imagine anybody who with a modest lifestyle would probably want
Be like,
more.
holy shit.
Most anybody in this world is going to want more money, and 100 gold is like that's like really offering like a big paycheck.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. I don't want the money. Because he literally just explained. He's like, oh, do you want a skits adventure? Also, me and my wife are going out of our way to, like, kill ourselves to feed this whole town. So it's like, my guy, I prioritize chilling with the boys. I feel like this skits adventure, we might kill some skellies or something, get some gold. I feel like gold's coming my way, man. I don't want his gold. I'm telling him to keep my 100 gold for him and his wife and spend it on feeding more people.
he said the king gave him the gold to like pay us once we do.
Yeah, but he also said, like, he's going, he'll wait on us hand and foot, and, like, he's really like, please, just help the fuck out of us. We're going balls to the wall to,
Well,
like, save the village.
I'm sure like his income has taken a major hit from the everything going around. Because you said it's a
Yeah.
summer festival right now, but it seems to be kind of like
yeah, but
no
no,
festival.
but yeah,
really.
exactly that. Yeah.
You got to get the gold first.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm just
100
wondering, is that a
gold.
thing? Is it possible in universe for my guy to be like, oh, just give me 20 gold, man. I don't want all that.
Yeah.
Spend my share on the
Yeah,
rest
right.
of the-
You can-
on your
you can-
wife right now, man. Make some more of that soup for your next travelers that come through, and just give me 20 gold, man.
If
yeah,
you wanted to
can
be an
literally
ass,
want to.
yeah, if you wanted to be an asshole, you could hold this guy up for more money.
Sorry,
Yeah, you-
you can really do anything then. Like if I was a cunt and I wasn't, if I wanted to be a cunt and it wasn't going to ruin the game, I could pull a knife and be like, "Give me it all now, motherfucker," and ruin the whole story.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
Oh,
speaking
Okay,
of,
I'm not going to, but you could do that. Fuck.
There's
But-
this guy has 600 gold, and it's just grandpa and grandma soup maker. And they're
No.
Yeah.
They're
No,
not
he-
small.
he's
They're not
the mayor
young
of the
people.
town.
They're not
Oh,
young
and
people.
he's a big orc, right? He's a big burly orc
Oh yeah,
dude.
that's right. That's
He is
Didn't you say half
orc
orc?
immune to bullet.
he is not someone who would be. I wouldn't fight him if I were the six of you.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, so he's like a bad
Away
motherfucker.
with a gun.
He has he has some issues that cause him to be able to be the mayor of a town and not have crime in the city.
But one of us can float. I heard earlier one of us can float. Does floating help us here? Or
No, it was just weird.
damn.
He's not he's kind of immune to bullets.
Guys, he's fucking bad.
I
Just
was
don't.
trying to say,
He's immune to bullet.
I suggest not taking the Kosuthian route with him.
I was going to say, Patrick,
way
I
I'm
didn't get his
reformed.
name.
His name is Gavin Duststone.
Ooh.
Dustin.
If you want more
Yeah.
information, he's a 36-year-old. No, let me see. Hang on. 35-year-old half orc. He's tall and incredibly muscular. He has short black hair and golden eyes. His skin is a soft green, and he has a large scar over his left eye. He's 7 foot 6 inches.
Fucking hell.
Is a relatively chiseled guy, but he's very calm and quiet, and he seems to be just
Gotcha.
a very optimistic guy. He's looking.
And you can.
Garrett, you still want to fight Grandma and Grandpa?
Starting to
I thought
sweat.
grandma.
My hand's shaking, but I'm reformed. I'm reformed.
Knees weak, arms heavy.
I've changed.
Savannah
I've changed
on
my
your
life.
side.
How much hate, man? Jesus Christ.
The funny thing is, when I made his character, it was like a totally random thing. I was like, I just need a character, and I clicked the randomizer, and I was like, God damn! All right, well,
Brock Lesnar, the bartender. Okay.
Sounds sexy. Gotta
So
keep it.
I actually do have a question for him.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for this?
Oh yeah.
I was born ready,
so,
man.
in between eating my soup and I'm hearing him tell us of all this and everything, I stop and I rest my spoon in the soup and I look over at him. Let's see if I can get this correct.
So, you're telling me that though I myself can't use any magic, you're telling me that spellcasting isn't necessarily possible right now?
no, nothing like that. Some of the citizens of our town have come down with some type of sickness here. We're unsure of what it is, but it only seems to affect magic users.
Is just being here going to affect us as well?
I don't know.
Do you have any mages in the party?
I'm a sorcerer.
Oh.
You start to
Blood
kind of see
not in the air.
Bufo kind of. You see the what now looks to be a barn owl-esque little small guy over to the side kind of start shaking a little bit, and he's just kind of almost having like an existential crisis.
I'm going
buddy.
to say that the entire time I've just been writing notes in a journal that I have, just as he talks, just writing everything down.
We'll be relying on you on next time on D&D.
I'm a very big note taker. My character.
So then, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask. I'm unfamiliar with the area. Is there any way you could possibly? Is there anyone who could be like a guide, or do you have a map or something that we could use to get a better lay of the land?
Well, no one knows the area better than I. I grew here. I've been here my entire life. Is there anything that you need to know about specifically outside of the meteor itself?
Well, I was just thinking some kind of guide to get us there, or just some kind of general directions. So,
Warning.
you know, I'd hate to take you away from your establishment, your town, for
Okay.
a jaunty stroll over to the meteorite. But
Suddenly, Jape Gapington interjects. I must immediately know the public intoxication laws in the village of Arthur. The Summerfest is on, and I understand that is a big thing, and I know it's lots is going on right now. But I'm a bard by trade and a glass blower, you see. And I've got a lot of stuff in my little pouch right next to me that I would like to walk around perhaps smoking, and I need to know my friend, Gavin Gustone, my massive orc buddy. Am I smoking this good shit out here, or what's going on?
We have laws. We have no laws for any kind of thing such as this.
Jape smiles increasingly grows wider.
If you wish to smoke what you wish to smoke, if you wish to drink what you wish to drink, we are here to serve you and have a good time.
Suddenly, in a blaze of fury, an assortment of weed-smoking paraphernalia appears before Jape, as if magical and yet not. Continue.
The only laws we have here involve treatment of each other. As long as you treat others respectfully, you're fine.
Wonderful.
and to add to his note, I would prefer you not smoke next to me.
Okay. Jape is, of course, very appreciative of other people, and I'll acknowledge that. Absolutely. I nod, friendly, at you, my friend. Absolutely.
JP had
to speak-
smoker's etiquette.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
speak to your question about exploring the town, if you walk outside, the meteor is very visible. There is a path that leads somewhat close to it. No one has gone directly to it, but there is quite a lot of us that have ventured near. The furthest you'll see us go is there seems to be a small piece of the meteor that broke off some ways closer to the shore, or what was the shore. That is the closest that any of us have ventured, or will venture.
So you're telling me that no one really knows the exact distance that the water has receded?
No. No matter how far out we go, even to that rock, we cannot see the water.
Ooh.
Good lord.
This particular sickness that you're mentioning, what does it pertain of? Like what ends up happening?
Well, there's a feebleness that overtakes the body. And it seems to overtake some part of the mind because the spells that were thought to be known for lifetimes go unspoken.
And how long since the media has impacted has people started to show these particular sicknesses?
It's been 3 days.
Not good.
Well, no time like the present.
Yeah, I will stand up with a sense of duty, down my beer, and I will head on out.
Keep that gold warm for me.
So
Will do.
What exactly is it that you need us to go do? I know we're here to help, but what is there any guidance you want to give us?
If there were guidance to give, I would give it. But there is something plaguing this land. And we need someone to solve the problem about why it's taking place. I may be the mayor of this city, but this is far beyond my power.
You said there was a man who could help us with weapons. Frederick, you said his name was?
Yes, Frederick Bolbeck.
Would he happen to have more common tools? Nothing, no special orders or anything. Just,
Perhaps.
I would like to. Could you point me in his direction, please?
I'll do one better. I'll walk you there. And
Thank
so he calls back. I'm stepping out. And he walks over, he stands up, this towering half-orc, and he grabs this small hat and puts it on and throws over this massive coat. Kind of shakes it on himself to make sure it's comfortable. and he nods his head. He lowers his hat and he walks out the door. He walks across the square and down a side street, and turns one more left. And there is a small blacksmith's workstation. But beyond the blacksmithing that's there, he has a number of other tools for other trades. He's sort of the jack of all trades for this town. He sort of fixes things for people whenever it comes about. He's just sort of the guy to go to if you need something taken care of.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So my dad?
Oh, no, it's that's an interesting correlation. James should ask him about his deity. So yeah, they hand you this. They hand you this. He points you in that direction and shows you the door, and then he nods and heads back to the tavern.
All right, I head on over.
Whenever you walk in the door, you see this middle-aged human, average height, white wavy hair, green eyes, golden skin from being working near the beach constantly and being outside all the time, and he's just hammering down on a piece of metal on an anvil and doesn't really see you and is just sort of doing his own thing.
All right, I'll kind of wait for him to finish in case anyone else wanted to do some role playing.
I was going to say, just for a second, I think Jape is very interested in this tiny bird man that seems to be fluttering about, sort of also trying to help solve this meteorite thing. And I want to ask him, what's he about? What's with this bird guy that we're with? Hey, bird man, cool feathers. I'm leading with that.
There are two birds.
Oh, lovely! Enchanted by the sudden flurry of feathers and noises, Jape is just now smiling.
As we walk, I guess I'll just say perhaps at that rate, maybe introductions are in order.
I should have done that earlier. Yeah, you guys go ahead if while we're waiting for the guy to finish what he's doing. You guys can start kind of talking among yourselves.
Well, suddenly enchanted by the flurry of birds tooting and this mission that I'm on, Jape, perhaps the elven enchanted kush that he's been smoking, perhaps it's the thirst for adventure, but I'm currently looking around at all these awesome guys. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jape Gapington. I like to bard it up, keep it real, I'm an elf, if you can't tell. Look at my ears. What's going on, everybody?
Nice to meet you, Jape.
Hey, what's up?
I am Aradin Windstep. I am an Air Genasi. I have long smoke-like hair that flows behind me and a bunch of sort of sorcerer-like robes I'm wearing. And I am a wind sorcerer.
Sweet.
Oh, so wait, are we still in the bar? Did everyone go to the blacksmith with me?
We're at the blacksmith. We're just waiting for him to.
Yeah, we all followed along, chatting.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, what's the deal with you birds?
Yeah, birds. What's up with that? What are you even?
I'm gonna go first, Garrett, or me?
Yeah, you go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so yeah, pretty much what you see is a small. When I say small, he's like 3 feet tall. He's a little tiny barn owl. He's light brown with you see kind of like some darkish brown spots towards the back of his neck. A solid whitish face, big huge black eyes, of course. Real peckish, and he keeps to himself. He's very, very particular with who he associates with. You see, he's been kind of
like a humanoid, right?
Yeah, he's an owlin. So they're as human as an owl can get, is the best way to put it. He walks on his 2 feet.
Is it like the owl guys from whatchamacallit?
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily have hands. He has wings, but he can kind of articulate the ends of his wings if he needs to like pick something up, but nothing more than that.
What is his class?
Whenever you mention or he notices the Air Genasi, he kind of like narrows his big black eyes towards you, and he mentions, "Hello, my name is Bufo Trally.
am a recent graduate of Strixhaven. I was sent here due to, I guess, my ability with magics, I suppose. And he kind of turns towards you, James, your character, and he's like, do you happen to know one of your kind named Zinni?
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar.
James, you should have rolled
Oh,
to see. Odds and evens.
No,
How would I know? How would I know?
I mean, but it's he is my my partner in a way.
And he kind of pulls out a tiny glass orb that he holds in his hand or in the edge of his wing. That if you look closely at it, it looks like there's just this internal windstorm that is going on inside of it. And this happens to be his abode. For those who do not know, he is. I am a warlock, and I have made a pact with a wind genie.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Patrick was talking to me, James, and he's like, "Your character is almost just like James's." So now you know the sudden interest in your character with mine, James. So
Okay, we got two people who do wind magic.
The other bird would be me, Joel Chambers, kind of a rough,
Joel
humble,
Chambers.
cowboy, raven as much as you can be, crow.
Are you a Kenku?
Kinku. I got dual pistols, bandolero kind of style. The only specific features that might be of interest is a bit ugly, be red tinged on the ends of my feathers with ugly claws. Beak is kind of misshapen. Seem to be a bit cursed with something, as all protagonists are. Had a rough and tumble past. Went way too far with a kind of a gang and trying to get things back on track on the path of good. But all I know how to be is evil. Unless the bartender's immune to bullets, then I'll hold back. But I'm trying to be reformed.
Oh, new man.
I'm sorry, I lied. Owlin do have claws. I'm sorry.
Sick.
It might be your feet.
Well, he has his normal claw feet, but then he also has like hand claws.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, me and myself, I am Sisea Ertis, and I am a half elf, roughly the age 35, and I would consider myself an investigator.
I didn't roll my age. How do I? It's been a while since I've done this thorough of a character creation.
What race are you?
Genasi. So I don't know how to roll.
Really quick, super sorry. The half-elf investigator, what was his name again? I'm just writing everyone's names down.
If you
Oh, I
go
put it in the character details.
Oh,
in
you
the
sick
Discord.
cunt.
Patrick,
Leg,
the
thank
character
you.
details. There you go.
My bad, sorry.
So what you see before you is a stout, 4-foot tall goblin, slick back black hair, like a deep green skin, and very noticeable amber eyes. He has like going parallel across his face from left to right. You see one scar on the chin at the top, one in the middle, and one just underneath the bottom.
Hmm.
You know, he's wearing as much movement that he could possibly get while wearing chainmail. That's the proper amount. So probably more likely like an undershirt coating over, well, kind of like
Got
vest.
that mithril.
Not mithril, but it's chainmail. So you see long sleeves rolled up to about the elbow, the chainmail underneath, and you see kind of like a leather strap vest that he's wearing over it. And you notice that he only has 2 rapiers with him. One, there is a blue encrusted jewel on the hilt, and the other one has a ruby. Looks at everyone,
Wow, it's nice to see that someone's actually similar to the same height as me. I'm Skriz, by the way.
Skriz? Do you have a last name, Skriz?
I'm not inclined to really say that at the moment. I don't really need certain people finding out where I am.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Who else do we have? Is that everybody?
That's it.
All right. Well, as you guys finish chatting back and forth, the man that's smashing down on the metal kind of realizes you're there and that he's not alone anymore, and kind of like sort of jolts himself back and pulls off his goggles, and he's like, "Do you need anything?"
Yes, we were tasked by the king to go and inspect this whole meteor business coming about, and I was wondering if you happen to have any kind of pickaxes or tools we could use to possibly mine the meteor so I can distinguish its properties and see if maybe something magical about it is what's causing the strange occurrences in the area.
Either you're crazy or you're the people that Gavin sent for. 1 second. He turns around and he kind of thumbs at his beard, looking at the wall, and okay. And he reaches over and he pulls down a pickaxe. It's definitely seen better days, but it's a pickaxe. Will this work for you?
Yes, nothing too flashy, just something to get the job done is all I need.
I understand. And he says, you can just take it. Honestly, I haven't used that thing in years.
Thank you very much, sir.
No
I
problem.
take the pickaxe from him.
Or so was your character again? I'm trying to tell Jenny what everybody's playing.
Oh, I'm playing a half elf. I'm a rogue, but I don't say that. My character wouldn't call himself a rogue.
Sissy is not one to partake of these unsavory things.
Yes.
And so he goes to reach for his goggles and goes, "Any of you guys need anything else?"
Some chainmail if you had any.
I can make some chainmail, but I don't have any laying around.
Mm-mm. Well, we probably don't have time for that, but I appreciate it.
Well, come back if you ever need anything else, maid. And then he
I'm gonna
flips his
put
goggles
together
back on
my
and starts going after the metal again.
dice tower while we do this.
Yeah. I arrived in town with my weapons and armor, so I don't need anything at the moment.
Everybody else good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Gavin, I was curious. Are you a
Yeah.
man of faith?
Gavin's not. That's not who you're
Gavin-
talking to. His name is Frederick.
Oh yeah, I thought the
Gavin-
innkeeper was who we were.
King.
No, the king is Ash. Gavin is the innkeeper who brought us over.
Yeah,
here
I
to back
thought
to the inn.
he was here.
Oh,
No, he went back after he
tipped
dropped
his
us
hat and
off.
went back to the
I
tavern.
was gonna try
it's
and
just-
ask him what his deal was. Who he
Why don't you ask-
rads with.
Well, he said thanks saloon, but you can ask Frederick if you want.
Did you say Eloon?
Saloon, S-E-L-E.
Saloon?
Ashton
Garrett would know. I don't.
Traveler.
Roll me.
Knowledge religion?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Whopping 17 plus whatever my plus is.
That's more than enough. Saloon is the goddess of the moon, stars, navigation, prophecy, questers, and lycanthropes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why he's immune to regular bullets.
Yeah.
He's 7 fucking foot tall, even orcs.
That could have went a very bad way for me.
Garrett's like-
Let's roll
jot
on a
down-
D10. What type of lycanthrope is he? Is he a werebear?
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, if he's part orc, then he should go for that wear board to get that double
That would be interesting.
endurance.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you can ask Frederick too if you want to, James. He's right here with you.
Forrest, I really thought you
Yeah.
were about to say double boar tusks.
Yeah,
Well,
say,
no,
Frederick,
like, isn't half
Are you,
orc get that endurance?
what faith are you, might I ask?
He looks at you with fire in his eyes and said, "I worship the only god worth worshiping, Kosuth, the god of
Goddamn right.
He's goddamn right. Say my name.
That was also a completely random thing. I was just like pumping out characters, and like it popped up, and I was like, "Oh well, I have to make that. That has to be one of the characters."
A blacksmith that worships Kosuth. Perfect.
Yeah.
No, I know how it is, Patrick. I'm writing a Saltmarsh campaign for my friends right now, and I'm fleshing out all the pirates, and I'm sitting there like, "What's another pirate I know?" And I'm like, "Oh, the one I made in the campaign. I'll put him in here."
Yeah.
All right, well, there's nothing else we need from this man or Gavin. We could start hitting the trail and trying to find out more about this meteor.
Did we ever find out exactly how far of a walk it is to?
You can see the meteor.
Okay.
It's fucking huge. It's not little. It's not like a hole in the
No, 'cause
ground. Or something.
I mean, yeah, large, but I don't know the distance in comparison for the size. And so I don't. That's what I was saying. They said
You
they've
can
been out
see
there,
it,
but
and it's probably a mile away from where you are, and you can still see
Is
it.
this like the meteor that drove Vandal Savage insane and made him super intelligent?
No, this is the
this
meteor that
one?
landed near Tristram in Diablo 3.
It's a fucking angel.
No, this is the meteor that landed near Arthur in Findalak.
So, by the way, how do you spell Findalak? I spelled it weird.
No, it's spelled weird.
AC.
Findelaach.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
see, I didn't spell
Findalak.
that.
I mean,
Oh no.
the meteor doesn't look that far. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle to get out there and walk that way. Just take us.
And I know the sky is drab and gray, but do we have an approximation of what time of the day it is?
It's like mid-afternoon,
Mid afternoon?
maybe like
It's not
2,
too
3
bad.
o'clock. Yeah.
We should be able to make it there and possibly back before midnight, depending upon how much time we spend there. I say it'd be a brisk walk, so I'm ready when y'all are.
Yes, we're going at a crawling pace, so let's go.
Kill him. Kill him now.
he's got to practice when he
Right.
has kids.
So exactly. So as you guys begin walking toward the meteor, you can see this path that's been kind of etched out by people's feet. The cracked ground is parched and desperate for water, and even though it's raining, it's still just fragmented and just sucking up as much moisture as it can. There are fish and crustacean carcasses that litter the landscape. And in a few pools that are left, there are some large fish gasping their last breaths. The path that leads to the meteor has been hammered out by the footfalls of the curious, but it stops a few hundred feet away behind a large outcropping of rock, just as Gavin had suggested.
On our way, I'd like to take my rapier, and you said some of the fish are still like breathing their last gasp.
Forrest,
Yep.
get
Not
out
totally
of my
dead.
head.
I will spear one of the fish and pick it up.
Okay.
I'd like to take that fish possibly for later.
Is there an identifiable cause of death, or is it just sort of a vague flailing?
It just looks.
Suffocation.
It looks like
The
all-
ocean is
Yeah, I mean-
gone.
Well, I mean, are they are they becoming corrupted by something?
No,
perhaps
they're just
nearby?
like it's just like a bunch of fish
Okay.
got thrown onto the land and they just died.
Okay, so the meteor, in the path of the meteor, there's fish and crustaceans. So did it hit the water and then steam it up and
No, he said
the trails are?
The ocean is
They're-
receded.
They receded slowly, but plenty of fish didn't make the cut of it.
Okay.
And it's not just in the path of the meteor, like it's all over the place. Everywhere you look where there was water, there's just there's dead animal carcasses.
So it's Grand Isle.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Louisiana
before
humor
hurricane.
for you.
What is it?
Oh, I said that's a little Louisiana humor for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'll just jauntily approach the meteor site.
Well,
You guys past y'all keep going past the rock.
yeah, I just. Yeah. How far
Anything-
down can we see this rock? Is it like kind of like a reef shelf?
So it's like, I don't know, like a big shard. It's like a shard of the meteor that's sticking out of the ground. It's like 20 or 30 feet tall.
Basically,
And-
impact like debris.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just like a big chunk of rock that fell off the meteor and fell before the meteor fell.
And no water for miles, correct?
Nope, no water.
And we're at this splinter of meteor now.
Mhm.
Okay, I would like to take the pickaxe and try to break off a piece of the meteor.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
And while he's chipping away, I want to kind of just study the rock if I can, and just let me
Okay.
know what kind of check you want me to
Roll
do.
roll perception.
Flat
Anybody
strength is 11.
I mean, you're hammering at this thing, but it is not budging.
Hmm.
Anybody who wants to examine it, roll perception for me.
16.
I'll also try to perceive it since my pickaxe didn't work.
12.
I also got a 16.
Man, I am not rolling high. I got a 9.
Yeah, bird folk.
So
One
anybody who
more
got 16 or above, you notice that there's some writing on the shard of the meteor. Let's see. Who all rolled 16?
I did.
Me, bird.
Bufo.
Shoot, the bird peeps.
Yeah.
I don't know what languages you speak, Garrett.
Just common and Tengu.
Hmm.
Kingu, whatever. Whichever system I'm in.
I have, or what lane? Oh, yeah, you do have mine. Never mind. You
Oh.
have
You can read it, Josh.
Oh.
It is. You will recognize it as infernal. It reads, "Run, for they are coming. Pray to your gods and beg forgiveness, for you will meet them soon."
This is a dire woman indeed. And I'll repeat what you just said to the party.
Pull out my pistols.
I continue to look around. Is this writing all over it, or is that the only bit of writing that's on it?
It's the only writing that's on it, and it's on this like flat spot. All of it is kind of jagged and black and rough, but there's this one spot toward the bottom that looks like it's almost been polished, and on that it's inscribed.
Okay. I'm gonna start like looking around to see if I don't see anything coming from the horizon.
No, nothing's coming.
It's interesting. Who's coming?
Oh fuck! I've been talking. My mic's been muted.
It's a dire omen indeed. Has anyone else heard of meteors bringing omens like this?
I don't know if I've heard of meteors.
I've never even
No,
heard of
no.
meteor.
I mean, if we were able to pickaxe a sample of it, then maybe we should go back to the village and ask
I
anyone
can-
about maybe some local legends of the something like
can-
this, you know?
I can give it another shot.
Is it possible?
I'm not very strong. Someone else maybe can help. me.
At this time, would this be considered an attack roll, Patrick, or is it like a check?
It's probably more like a strength check than an attack roll.
I would think it would be a strength check.
Okay. I had something I was going to try.
I'll try to pickaxe it again. I mean, I have 18 strength, so give it a shot.
You're a strong boy.
That's a better roll. 18.
You rear back with everything you've got, and you smash the pickaxe into it as hard as you possibly can, and a sliver of it comes off.
Huh. Well, it's something to show for my trouble. I bend down and then I take I rip out a piece of my notebook paper and I use it to pick it up since I don't have like any napkins or towels on me, so I'll just use that so I'm not directly touching the sliver of meteor.
Okay.
Is there anyone who doesn't have any magic properties at all that could perhaps hold it, just to be extra safe?
I'm not getting anywhere near that thing. I've got a grand total of 7 health, and I'm keeping it.
Hey, whoa. You mean to tell me that the small owlin has 1 more health point than you?
Here.
I've got 9 HP. I'm gonna offer to take it, considering I don't particularly see myself as a super magical dude. I'm willing to take it and put it into my little pouch, if that helps.
Yeah,
Just to walk it
I'll
back to the village.
I'll fold it up in the paper and pass it to you.
Beautiful. I plop it in the paper inside my little pouch. It's right next to me. All right.
Okay. What next?
We can get back to town and inspect it.
Yeah.
I have some tools we can use to investigate it, but I'm
We
not
can
sure what
also-
we could use to.
Maybe
Tell
we could go back and ask Gavin. He seemed to know his way about. If he knows any sort of wise wizards or anything in the village, might be able to help us inspect it. Maybe.
He was saying that cleric's magic wasn't working, but perhaps a wizard in town could identify it or something.
Yeah.
Not sure. But
Actually, I did forget about that. Yeah. Maybe
I would
someone
s-
just has some knowledge.
yeah, if anything, if there's nothing else to, I'll make one last perception check to see if there's anything else of note around here. But
If we've gleaned all we can, then yeah,
yeah,
to the village.
Yeah, there's nothing else going on over here. It's just the ominous messes. There's no guys coming for us or
Oh,
anything.
you guys are just at the shard. You're not actually at the meteor yet.
oh, there's more.
This is just the meteor. This is the shard of the meteor before you get to the meteor.
Oh, then let's
Okay.
continue on. Perhaps I can get a better
Is it
chunk
roughly
from the actual.
roughly the same direction?
Yeah, I mean it's you can see the meteor. It's massive.
Okay.
So it like split it off like whenever
Yeah, it
a
looks
satellite
like an
falls from
impact
orbit.
debris.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha. All right, well then, yeah, let's continue on. Perhaps the actual meteor has more writing on it that you can
Yep.
read.
Is this sort of like Oshigan from Nogrand?
I
What?
have no idea what, you're
What did
talking
you just
about.
say?
The
World of Warcraft reference?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't remember who the hell Oshigan
You know in Nogrand where you go kill Durin the Hungerer, the big thing, the big meteor that's kind of like a mountain-sized meteor?
You
vaguely.
just call people Noggerins.
Okay, so you guys walk the next like 100 or so feet, and you reach the meteor. The towering structure looks organic. Black spikes of rock jut out angrily from the massive shape. Its half ovular shape blots out what little sun is able to peek through the dark gray clouds. A cold breeze wafts through the shadow of the monstrosity before you, and there is a chill that you feel in your bones.
Alright. I would like to see if I can see where. I'm sure more than just this one shard fell off of it. So I'd like to see if maybe where the shard came off of it, if there's like some kind of inner part of the meteor or something, or if it's just all smooth black rock all through it.
You want to examine the meteor? Is that what you're trying to say?
I would like to investigate the meteor, yes.
Okay, roll perception.
While he's doing that, I want to go stealth because that's a coward.
I'm a crow. I'm a crow.
I will assist
17?
him. I will assist him. So if you want to
Oh,
roll on advantage, you
give-
can.
Yeah,
Every
every
roll.
For my stealth or his perception?
Same thing. I got a 17 again. All right.
anybody else got one more perception?
I rolled a 19 stealth.
I
Yeah, you're
rolled a
fine.
natural 20.
I got a nice 12.
I starts looking for us.
Okay, are you rolling stealth or perception, John?
Perception.
And James?
Perception.
Okay.
22
The,
total.
the
Come on,
rocky
always
outside of the
go for it.
meteor is somehow still hot to the touch. Where the ground and meteor touch, there is a thick, soupy black liquid burbling up from the sand. As you round the meteor, it looks as though there is some kind of trick of the eye, and some of the structures meld and dissipate in your view. Coming around to the side, you notice that there is a door in the center of the meteor where you had just been, but were unable to see before.
There's a door?
There's a door.
Huh. So you said this is goopy black liquid on the ground?
Yes.
I'd like to take my tinderbox and strike a match and throw it at the goop to see if it's any kind of flammable liquid or
No.
oil.
It just,
Okay, good.
It just,
Like to take your mom's tinderbox, if you know what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
That's stupid.
All right, well,
It's so stupid.
Jenny's visibly hurt.
That's illegal.
very curious about this door.
Alright.
So
Hey, you're a changed man. I'm not.
So
what does the door
Upon-
look like?
Illegal.
yeah, do they?
it's an opening. It's not like an open door. Well, no, I say that. It's not an opening. It's the outline of an opening with like a flat area with metal that let's see. It looks like a solid steel sheet of metal almost. It's flat. It has few adornments, some curved lines as decoration, but really not much other than that. And you kind of find yourself second guessing it when you stand next to it because you were literally standing there just a moment ago. And there is an inscription on the door as well. And it's also an infernal.
You gonna eat it?
Excuse me, could you please come and read this? I don't know Infernal.
I don't know any of you.
And I will
You know me,
just
I'm screwed.
read.
In Infernal it reads, "To meet the makers of heaven, one must travel through hell." And as you say this out loud, a portion of the door kind of almost indents on itself in the shape of a six-fingered hand.
Mm.
Does it come down towards us, or is it just there?
Ominously.
It just indents, and it has like little holes where the fingertips are.
Well, I don't have 6 fingers, so not sure how. If 5 fingers would open it.
I mean, you could try taking one of your toes and shoving it up in there.
Great. I don't want to know how many times you've suggested that for any of the occasions you've suggested it for.
I appreciate your
Yes.
enthusiasm, but I am not removing my boots.
Skriz, that doesn't work for everything, mate.
Oh, I mean, it's worked at times.
I'm afraid, Skrid. Skriz.
Yes?
I'm afraid.
No, I mean, there's nothing really to be afraid about. It just happens sometimes.
So it's like, so there's like 6 holes in the door, correct?
It's not holes. It's like a handprint indention.
Like, okay, so kind of like something is pressing against it from our side or the opposite side.
From your side. It looks like
From our
it's a place for you to put your hand, but it has 6 fingers instead of 5.
At that point, I'll kind of pull my quarterstaff out and just kind of push at the door.
It doesn't
Doesn't
budge
budge.
at all.
Okay. Just as I figured.
I pull my 3/4 staff out and try and wedge the door.
Hardy har har, you air genasi.
Oh, well. Let's see here.
And I'll shamble on up to it. Is it within my reach since I'm 4 foot?
Yeah, I mean you can reach it, but I imagine you're just go ahead.
Maybe
So,
someone lend a finger if need be.
I'm not going to try the toe thing this time. It's a little higher than what I can manage, but
And I'll reach my hand up there and kind of individually place a finger in each socket, seeing if there's any resistance, like one finger doesn't go all the way in.
It's not a hole.
One might say halfway.
It's like an indention in the door where someone could put their hand
So
into.
flat
Like,
hand, not like someone's reaching.
yeah, just a flat hand, and you can put your flat hand on this thing, and there's a small hole at the tip of each of the
Right.
things. Like,
A hand such as the beacon.
Then I'll kind of feel my way around the groove of the actual handprint to see if anything feels like it's different, like doesn't stand out between the rest of them.
nope, no, they all kind of sit there and don't really react.
All right. I'll kind of just try to fill in. Actually, I'll put my thumb, my index, and my middle finger on the 3 left areas, and then my ring finger and my pinky on the 2 outside slots.
Okay. As soon as your fingers cover the last hole, needles stab into your fingertips, drawing blood. There's no pain, and the needles retract slowly into the small holes that they had shut up from. There's a silence for a moment before a rumbling begins behind the door. It continues into a whirring noise before there is a loud click. The door creaks away, sliding seamlessly into the hard and jagged rock face. You can see a few steps leading into darkness and nothing more.
It seems like we have a way in now.
Is your fucking hand bleeding?
Ominous.
And I look at
it's-
my hand. Is it still bleeding?
It's not. It was like pinpricks.
All right.
Nope, all good here. I'm fine.
All right, Jesus. It seemed painful. Whatever was going on there.
Who'd you say? Jesus? Who's that?
He's
Another airbender.
I don't do any real magic stuff, so I don't know much about any type of deity things.
I heard he was a
Don't-
carpenter.
Don't
That's
worry
all I
about
know.
it. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Good for the
so
gods.
who wants to go in?
I don't,
I don't
but I
want
want
to.
gold.
But I'm curious as hell. So, pun intended, by the way. And I go in.
All right. Then I'll step in right behind him.
All right.
I'll follow along myself.
I'll wait until last, kind of pacing back and forth like, oh.
Okay. Once you guys are inside, the stairs lead into more darkness, and the light kind of dissipates as you take them higher and higher. Your eyes adjust to the darkness. It seems kind of unusual. You know, you would think that your eyes wouldn't be able to see, even with dark vision. There's no light sources around. You mount the stairs carefully. Each step feels as though it's made of bedrock. It's very solid, very stiff. But something about them feels safe when you walk upon them. The walls are lined with rounded and organic designs. When you reach the top of the stairs, roll perception.
14.
We'll finally go in out of curiosity.
8.
22.
16.
I'm still running.
I must be just
There are a lot of
bewildered
stairs.
because I rolled a 1.
Stairs.
The guy
Okay.
leading the party rolls a 1.
Yeah. The couple of you that are above 15, you smell a faint aroma drifting through your surroundings, like flowers that you know, but you can't really recall their name. The area before you is a long hallway. It's quiet, lit by skylights that could not possibly be there from your placement in the meteor. A maroon carpet and wooded walls lead down the hallway before you with many identical doors. On the ground at your feet, you see deep scratch marks carved into the metallic floor. They seem to go under the carpet and disappear.
So you all of a sudden start to hear Bufo just hissing, like you know how owls hiss whenever it's just like something has invaded their space. It's just like, yeah, he's not having any of this.
Well, it seems something either happened here, or they're trying to cover it up, or that carpet's really durable from some scratches, whatever caused them.
We had a meteor. Why is this in a meteor?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Well, I don't really have anywhere else to go, unless someone sees another door magically appear and need some blood.
Oh,
Well, y'all be ready.
And I grab the carpet and start slowly pulling it back.
Alright. Suddenly emboldened by your confidence, I'm going to help you. We immediately jump on it together. Let's rip this carpet back.
I'm gonna go into stealth.
Okay. Roll me a strength check. Anybody who's trying to rip the carpet up.
Okay.
12.
3.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't.
will.
It
I
doesn't
will
remotely
assist.
budge.
So we roll 13.
Nope. It just kind of stays where it is.
So there's nothing else in this room but this carpet. There's the lights coming from skylights that we shouldn't be there.
So it's a hallway, and there are 5 pairs of doors with one door on each side. So there's 10 doors in total, and then at the very end there is one more door. So 11 doors.
Okay, these are just like normal doors.
They just literally look like regular ass doors,
Just like a
Okay,
real
the-
Wolverine.
just
The
like
first
a real
one-
Wolverine.
The first one ahead of us on the first pair of doors, the one on the left side, I guess I would say. I want to use thaumaturgy and see if I can try to open it.
Fuck no. Yeah, you can try
I mean,
open up all these doors before the plot door.
that.
it opens.
Sit there for a minute and see if anything happens. You know, he has the whole head thing spin, like the head spins around. It's just
300-degree psychoticness.
Nothing happens.
and
You
I'll
wanna look
slowly
into the
start
door?
I'll slowly start to approach and peer.
So the door opens, and inside there is a grassy area, and above you is the night sky, and the moon is in full and high. The light it disperses spawns shadows on the stone tablets that are standing in uniform rows between grassy mounds. But that's all you can see from the door.
Okay. Can I do like an Arcana check or a history check to know what like this may be? Since I just finished my magic studies, like this seems very magical in nature.
Why don't you roll a perception check?
Giving it big old +1.
Got him.
Let's see. That's that'll be an 18.
Oh, okay. It's a graveyard. It's a graveyard. You can see for miles and miles. You can see land all around you, trees, bushes, all kinds of shit. But you're in the middle of a graveyard, and there are, several gravestones that stand before you.
Are they named?
Yeah, they have names on them.
What are
Do
they?
you want to?
Do we recognize any
Do you
names?
want to move close enough to read them?
Hell yeah, I do.
Who's the brave one?
They are different names, none of which you recognize. But you notice something strange. Instead of an epitaph, it says the way that these people were killed.
Okay, what
Interesting.
does some of them read?
The first one says Sharn Blackarm, and she was killed by drowning after being obsessed with a mermaid.
Oh my.
Give me another one. What's another one read?
Matilda
Yes.
Mournhell, she was cursed until she choked to death on her own tongue.
Just out of curiosity, sorry if you like literally just said this, but how many of these gravestones are around the place again?
I
In a
think
rough,
total
roughish.
There's probably around 18 or 20.
Okay, all right, pretty big body count in this room then. Damn.
Do these names seem familiar to us at
No.
all?
Not a single one of them makes. You don't know who the fuck any of these people are.
Let me recount. So we went through the door, we went down like a path into a room that had 11 doors in it, and the first door led to a graveyard.
Mhm. Yep.
So bizarre. And we don't, and it's some nondescript area that doesn't look recognizable to any of us.
Right. You have no idea where this is, but you can. I mean, it's obviously a graveyard.
All right.
It's rolling hills. I mean, I can give you more descriptors about the way it look, what you can see from where you are, if you want.
I would like to open some of the other doors and see if they all lead to
go.
graveyards.
Okay. As you leave that room, is everybody leaving the room, or is everybody staying in the room, or what?
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'd like to follow along.
So as you leave that room, you find the same hallway. The warmth of the carpeted floor and wooden walls makes you feel calmer and comfortable, even though you're in this incredibly unusual environment. When you look across the hall at the place where the opposing door was, you find nothing except for a blank wall with wood in its place. 4 more sets of doors exist in the hallway, with the final door at the very end.
All right. Open the next door.
Okay. You open the door to a bedroom. A single bed lies in the far corner, covered in a single thin blanket. A white vanity with a large, simple mirror sits on the left wall, and seated at the vanity is a young tabaxi female. She sits crying into her hands.
I'll say, hello. Who goes there?
She's jolted. She says, my name is Heart in the Rain. I was a scribe for the late King Rovanair hundreds of years ago. Who are you?
I am
Jape introduced
Arden
himself.
Winstep.
Jape introduces himself, trying to diffuse her tears with his sort of jovial demeanor. I'm Jape Gapington. It's okay, love. We're all just chilling. I've got a pocket full of the good stuff. We're just here to relax.
My
We
name is
found
Daniel
ourselves in.
Penetration.
Well, yeah. I'm Big Dickington. It's nice to meet you. No, but hi, Heart in the Rain. Lovely to meet you. I'm sorry if we've startled upon you. We can't help but notice we've found ourselves in this crazy place. I mean, there's a graveyard down the fucking hallway, love. Where are we? What's going on? You're very strange. What's a tabaxi, even, if possible?
It's
Like,
like
what's
cat-
going on?
I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, one question at a time.
Okay, Jape relaxes for a second. Okay.
Are you
And-
guys all coming into the room?
Yeah. We Scooby Doo on in there.
Okay. And she's kind of blown away. She's like, a graveyard down the hall? I have.
If I could ask you one question, what country are we in right now?
I am from Antaron.
So
where is
we
this?
started.
We're in Fendir Lake, so that's not where we are.
I've never heard of such a place.
You mentioned Jape notices something. You mentioned hundreds of years ago. What year is it right now?
Well, I stopped counting after 240 years. I don't know now.
In this room?
Well, yes. One day, when I worked for King Rovanair as a scribe, a messenger appeared and brought word that a great demon was coming to destroy the city of Antaron, and that all who wanted to live should flee. King Rovanair didn't believe them and scoffed at their messenger and had him removed from the city. I begged the king to listen, but he ignored my words. That night, a towering demon with bright red skin smashed through the gates and into the court. The king, in his final moments of courage, admitted his folly and bid that I should hide away in the secret alcove meant for his own survival. Little did I know that the room was enchanted to keep the king alive until someone opened the door. Will you allow me to leave?
Sure.
I look around. There's no other entryway into this room other than the door we came through.
Nope.
Insight
Fucking
check,
insight the shit out of that.
James.
She's telling the truth.
I'll say I'm fully willing to let you leave, of course, and I'm sure my compatriots are too. But we do, of course, have some more questions. If you're capable of staying just a few moments more with us, we've got.
I
I'll let her
slowly
leave,
back
even
out
if
of
she
the
is the
room.
big demon. It just means I get to fight her.
Yeah, I'll answer anything you have to say. I just, as long as I'm allowed to leave.
I slowly back out of the room.
So, as you mentioned before, that there was a messenger that came to your town. In the events leading up to that, was there a quite large meteor shower that happened, or
Well, no, there was nothing like that in Antaron. We never experienced anything along those lines.
And you've gone undisturbed until now. The room hasn't been opened. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you keep your sanity?
I'm gonna turn back to my party for a sec with the lads, and I'm just gonna. Am I able to go into the corner and whisper to my friends, to everybody? Is that a thing we can do?
If you want to, I don't care.
All right.
Gary,
Am I able to call
I'm-
everyone together?
Gary, did
I'm
you
in
wanna
the
ask that?
doorway.
All
Right.
right,
I'm
okay.
like, so she's been sitting in this room crying by herself for hundreds of years.
Yeah. No,
Well, she
hundreds
hasn't-
of years.
She hasn't been crying for hundreds of years at the same. That's not. She's,
Yeah. But the
I know,
odds
I'm
that she
saying,
would be crying
like,
when we
in
walk in the room, that's pretty crazy. If you've been here hundreds of
I
years, why would you
do
cry? This, And also, the graveyards are totally motherfuckers who tried to save this bitch before us, guys. Come on.
Gary,
I do
did
not
you want to
trust
ask?
this in the slightest.
Did you want to ask how she kept her sanity?
Yes.
Well, from what I understand, the room keeps me in the same condition that I was when I left. Even my sanity seems to be intact. Every time I begin to get sad or drift off mentally, I get brought back to where I started.
Wow.
Bitch, you scare me.
It seems like some kind of purgatory or some kind of eternal punishment that I want no part of.
Jape's eyes light up. Excuse me, Heart in the Rain. Before you got sealed in this room intended for the king, would he have all had mentioned a smoking policy for this room, perhaps? I mean, did he leave you with anything to keep you occupied?
I have some books, but I've read them before.
Okay, books are lame. All right, thank you.
Hmm.
So I'm guessing every new place you're at, you have to ask what's their smoking policy.
Not every new place, but I mean, yeah.
So, bitch, you've been here like 300 years. What's your policy on on the green?
You ain't smoking ganja at all, bitch.
I'm about to blow your mind.
200 years. Oh, check this out.
I'm half tempted to try to get everyone out of there, close the door, and then reopen it and see if she's in the same state she was in when we found her.
Oh, genius IQ.
Well, hold on.
I'd be.
Let me go see something, and I'll walk out down to where the graveyard is and close the door.
Shape is realizing very quickly he would be killed easily if he was on his own. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay,
Stuff
I got
out into the
something.
room, too.
From us looking at the names on those gravestones, Patrick, does her name? Do we remember her name appearing on any of those gravestones?
No, her name is not.
Okay. Okay. With that, I kind of want to do. Did she motion towards the books that she was reading?
Yeah, they're under the bed.
Mm.
You can look at them if you want to.
Done.
Yeah.
Being
Odds are
down
evens.
looking under the bed is a very vulnerable state for a person to be in.
Evens.
Wait, what? Oh, for who to look at it?
I start trying to help her out of the room.
Gentlemanly.
All
Yeah.
right. Do you,
Yeah,
you
I'm
let
like,
her-
oh, you poor thing, come on.
Yeah, let's walk out and ask her to just cross the threshold herself.
Yeah, James,
Don't-
you're gonna
don't
help this
invite her.
person. You're gonna help this person outside of this hole into the hallway, and she's gonna melt like the guy from Indiana Jones movie.
I hope this bitch is fucking Mal'Ganis, alright?
So I've closed the door to the graveyard, and I'm going to try to open back up again. Does anything happen?
Nope.
Does she have grain supplies in her room?
She doesn't have anything but what I've told you.
Large crates of grain that are glowing green, maybe?
Little wow thing.
Green, you say?
You said you played Warcraft.
So wait, are you
Yes, I'll
gonna?
know.
Do you let her out?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't want
walking her out, like guiding her out like a tender old lady.
As soon as she crosses the threshold, she
Oh God.
she breaks down crying and she hugs each of you and she's just shaking with happiness and she's overwhelmed and she passes through the doorway and nothing happens except a wispy purple smoke seems to be stripped off of her body as she walks through and she breathes her first breath of air outside the room in hundreds of years and she just screams after that as she runs out of the meteor. She's just saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where did she run to?
Out of the meteor, down the hall, down the
I
stairs.
thought you said that the across the hall was it was a blank wall now.
From when we came from the graveyard.
Right,
Yeah.
So you said there was two doors opposite of each other, correct? Is that how you described it, Patrick?
right. The way out is still there. You can still run out of the meteor if you want to.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why I was kind of like, yeah, let her out. Nowhere she can go.
Yeah, no. There's a way out.
No, we just released a great evil, guys. I don't trust that.
I was about to say I just released the darkest evil that there has ever been.
That purple mist, can I do an arcana check to see what maybe that was? Possibly the enchantment that was on the room. That's going to be a 21.
Yeah, okay. So that purple mist was kind of a veil over her. That was part of the enchantment of the room. That once the door shuts, it keeps the person that's enveloped in it. It's sort of like a little pathway in the door that when you walk through the doorway, it keeps you in this state. And if you exit the door, the only way to exit the door is to have someone else open it. Otherwise, you cannot open the door and you're stuck there until somebody else does.
I'm wondering if we should have perhaps kept her for a moment and told her that hundreds of years have passed and no one's gonna believe
Your family
her
members are
shit.
dead.
Yeah, everyone you know is dead, and no one's gonna be able to help you. And
Damn, that's how she becomes the big bad.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, she basically finds herself as what's his name, Dennis Rodman, and fucking.
Okay, I have a quick in-game question then. Is she out of sight? Has she already disappeared out of the meteor?
Yeah, she walked
Okay.
out.
She's
Okay,
going to the.
okay.
She's going to try to go to the town. I'm assuming.
Okay, cool. I was gonna yell at her like, "Hey, go check out Gavin. He's a sick cunt." But okay.
I'm open on the door.
All right, and you notice that just like the first door, on the other side of the wall from where you opened the second door, it's blank, it's flat. There's nothing there anymore.
We get a choice.
In the
All right.
third.
I was going to say before we open the third door, then. So you're saying that the door. So there's
One door
doors
opens, one
across
door
the hallway.
closes.
Gotcha. So what if we both open doors across the hallway at the same time?
Either open.
You want interdimensional portals? That's how we get interdimensional portals.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to take a lead of rope. Lead of rope. I'm gonna tie it around one door handle. Take the other and tie it around the other door handle. To stand in the middle of the hallway and pull the rope, opening both doors at the same time.
Do they swing in or swing out?
They go into the rooms.
Damn it! That didn't work. Thought I was smart for a second. All right. Well then, yeah. Unless someone wants to try opening a door at the same time I do, then
Alright. See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's trying to open the two sides of the doors, roll me strength checks.
I'm weak as
I'm
fuck.
just
I'm
gonna
not
watch
helping
all
with.
of this unfold.
Yep, me too. I'm so weak, man. I smoke all day. I don't think I've eaten this entire time. Like, come on, I'm not helping. I tried to pull that carpet earlier. Nothing happened, lads. I'm not helping with shit.
Bird bones.
Bird boat.
I got a 19 plus 4, 23.
I'm sitting here with a -2 on my strength.
Garrett, are you the other one opening the door? Who's opening the other side?
I'll open the other one. I got a 13.
Okay.
Got a 12.
Okay. So, Forrest, 1, 2, 3. You guys try to open the door, and only your side opens.
What? That's racist.
And the thing is, as you guys are pulling the other side, you feel like somebody is pushing it shut. Like there's a force going against you, almost.
All right. So is their hand still on the doorknob for the other door that didn't open, or does it as soon as I open this door, that door disappears?
Oh yeah, no, it disappears as soon as you open the other door.
Got it. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. As you open the door, you notice that it's a dark and damp room. Long, thin posts jut out outside of the doorway and taper down to points. Although it's dark, you can see a single teardrop-shaped piece of meat that hangs freely from the back of the room. A thick and steamy wind pulses in and out while the door is open.
Don't look at that. That's my hemorrhoid.
I'm not too sure about this one. I don't really trust any hanging meat unless I did it.
And can you say what the smell was again? Or did you describe the smell?
It smells pretty rank. It's
Just like screws, it's hanging meat. Know what I'm saying? Anyway,
it smells like kind of like dead bodies.
And how many are there in here?
How many dead bodies? You can't see any dead bodies in there. It just
see the
smells
one
like.
hanging.
Okay, just the one you think.
And the teardrop piece of meat hanging is connected to the ceiling. It's not like a free hanging thing. Like it's all meat all the way down.
Gotcha. I'm
that's
going
on
to.
Squizz's business cards.
So like
All
an
meat, all the way down.
elongated
Yeah.
uvula?
So,
Was that
I'm gonna
Josh?
roll
who
a
said that?
perception.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wanna
Go, god damn it.
roll perception see if I see anything out of the ordinary in the room other than the meat.
Roll perception.
Oh shit! That fell off the table. On my carpet, but that is the 15 plus 3, 18.
Okay. The walls are made of meat. The ground is made of meat.
Oh,
There's just those long, tapered white
meat room.
posts that are coming.
It's the meat dimension. Okay, I would like to take out my rapier and stab the meat floor.
I've never heard that sentence before.
Are you stepping into the room?
No.
Okay, you're just gonna stab the meat floor.
Actually, I'm not gonna use my rapier. I'm gonna use a dagger. I have like 3 daggers on me. I'm gonna take a dagger. I'm gonna throw it at the meat floor.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see. So that's +6 to that. And
It's
I got,
happening. It's
I
happening.
got a 13.
Okay. That is honestly just enough.
Oh,
You throw the dagger, and your hand just barely enters the doorway. And as it does, jaws snap together. Your hand is a hair's breadth away from being ripped off by the massive fangs of this creature that is the whole room. The jaws slowly open back up.
Oh wait, bro, don't. Oh, never mind.
You see the dagger poking out of
Oh no!
what you believe now is a tongue.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting that back. That's fine. Go ahead and
Probably
delete
should have
that
tied
off
a
my
rope
character.
to it. You could have pulled it there.
Go ahead and delete that.
Then would have snapped the rope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I slammed the door back on this guy's teeth.
Okay.
That was a dud.
He says, "Curse you." No, I'm just kidding.
If I was to say, if he said curse you, I was going to open the room back up so fast. But, no, okay. Okay, that one was a bust. One of y'all choose the next door.
So we have,
What are my choices?
we got 3 doors left.
There are. Let's see.
We are 3 doors down.
There
Yeah,
are
I was
two
gonna say,
sets of. There are 2 sets of 2 doors, and then there's one door at the very end.
Oh, so we're almost 3 doors down the road. Down the hall.
You guys just want to stay 3 doors down, don't you?
We've actually opened 3 doors, so we are 3 doors down, technically.
Well,
True.
there you go.
Ooh, 3 doors down. They suck.
All right, I'll get the next one.
Have we been zigzagging doors or going down one side?
Actually, we haven't chose.
I assume that you guys were zigzagging.
All right,
I assume so, too.
I will zigzag to the next. Nope. I will go down the same side.
Oh.
Okay. Hang on, let me get some water. I'm gonna need to talk a lot.
Oh shit.
I'm just kidding.
7 years ago.
You open the next door, and it's just like, all right, make a new character.
Don't do this to me.
The room is made of meat. Okay.
Yeah, these notes are getting weird.
Look,
Before today, I never thought I'd hear the sentence, I stabbed the meat floor with my rapier. But here we are, man. This is a cool game.
I'm gonna,
It takes you to new lands, for sure.
Yeah.
all right. I've got my water. Go ahead.
Welcome back.
So yeah, I'll move down the same side and open the next door.
Okay. The door opens into a metallic room with a single pedestal in the very center. It's a square room. Although the entire room is visible and radiant, there's no source of light. On the pedestal in the center is a wide bowl filled with a silver liquid.
I drink it.
Shots?
You guys
You
want
did
to
say
roll?
silver, so I do want to go dip a toe in. You know.
Yeah, pitch. I mean,
Do you,
Wait.
Yeah,
do I
bit.
need to roll?
do you want to? Do you guys wait? What are we doing? There's too many things. Are you?
Would we
actually-
like to inspect it or look at the silver liquid somehow?
Do you want to inspect the room? Do you want to?
I rubbed the mercury into my eyes.
Do you,
You broke a thermometer in my hand.
My hand.
I want to touch
Alright.
the silver liquid.
okay.
I'll inspect the pedestal.
Okay. The silver liquid blasts upwards as soon as you touch it.
No.
It
Oh.
splatters against the walls and accumulates on the ground in small puddles. From each puddle, a central portion rises until it is the same height that you are. The sides and top of the silver globules tendril out in arms, legs, and a head. Finally, details rise from the metallic silver into hair, eyes, fingers, and teeth. The mercurial bodies extended into long spiked clubs in place of hands, their heads morphed as well to mimic the spiked balls at the end of their heads, their hands. Roll initiative.
Oh boy!
Okay.
There are 3 of them. There are 3
18.
puddles.
23. I rolled a natural 20.
19.
Okay, wait, Gary, what was yours?
Yep.
18.
I'm just gonna post it in the chat.
Oh, sorry. It took me forever to find where the fuck initiative is. 15.
All right, John, what's yours?
We're putting it in the chat for you. Good God, John.
That was a natural 20.
Fucking hell, bruh. Fucking 23.
Forrest, I need yours.
Oh, my
I got
AC.
10 on the initiative, but I have a 15 AC.
13.
Información.
AC. We're typing it in the D&D chat. Or not the D&D chat.
The character channel.
It's actually character details for Patrick's campaign.
We should probably just put it in Beyond the Dead Sea
Yeah.
room.
Oh, where are you guys
Move
entering?
mine in there.
We should probably do that.
Oh yeah, that might be the best bet.
We'll go ahead and delete mine out of here.
Can we do that?
Yeah, you can delete your own messages.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. No one will see I rolled a 10. Wait.
It just moved.
Almost there. James is. What's your AC, James?
Right there. AC 13, initiative 10.
All right.
Like a fucking baller.
Ouch.
All right.
So what the hell's fighting me?
Huh? Just think of.
Like a cloned version of you, if you think.
Yeah,
of
evil
that.
crime
No,
clones.
it's not a clone. They're just like big metallic things with.
Oh, so we're fighting Metacooler.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Ooh.
12.
Ooh.
Metal cooler.
Oh.
All right. Let me put this all in order. Okay. All right. John, you are first.
So seeing them spawn and the hands form like that, I immediately draw out both rapiers from my side. And which one's the closest to me?
The one on the far left is closest to you.
All right, how far away is he?
Maybe 5-10 feet. He's not far at all. The room's not that big.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 15 feet across.
So seeing that, I turn to them and,
All right, well, I guess we have nothing else to do.
and I'll move the 10 feet towards him and attack his ass.
Okay. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That is a 23 for the first hit,
Okay. Hits.
and a 22 for the second hit.
It hits.
All right. Where's my... There it is. First one is max damage, 11.
Okay.
Second one is 9.
Woo, that was a good chunk.
You see me
All right.
do a
Next.
flurry of sweeping attacks because hell yeah.
Yeah, aren't you? What are you? You have 2. What do you
Goblin
have?
fighter, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have 2 rapiers. So you just come over there and start dancing it up and just slicing him up. And you slice off a chunk of his arm. And instead of it like inching back, you see that it kind of slowly wiggles its way down to the center where the pedestal is and down a drain that you hadn't noticed was there before.
Okay.
All right, next is Josh.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm gonna need you to go woohoo in the middle of the statements.
Oh, you're about to get something better. Okay. So, as these things like land in front of him, you hear just this inhuman as the howl screeches at these things because it's just he is not having this shit. As he does that, you start to see a swirl of like wind whip around his hand as he throws an Eldritch Blast
Oh my god.
My man
at the
delivered.
one
Aldrich.
at the one that John was fighting.
Okay.
So
I heard what you did there, Garrett, and I'm for it.
What did he
What?
say?
Jo-
Aldrich.
Yeah,
Aldrich
Garrett said
Blast.
Eldritch.
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 All
You need to check and see if Brooke's pregnant, man. It's these dad jokes are coming in too naturally. I think you need to go take that pregnancy test.
Well, you got
So
to. He
that's-
doesn't get to do it often.
It's a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. It hits.
Okay. D10 of damage. It's going to be... Yeah, it's just a straight D10, so 6 damage.
All right. You look at him, and with your magic owl skills of amazingness, you blast the shit out of him. And a little bit of his torso kind of shaves off, and just like when Josh attacked them, it sort of just leaks down into the hole in the bottom. Next we have Garrett.
All right. As a pistol fighter, you get 2 attacks, though they are not as likely to hit as a regular attack. First one for 14.
Oh, nope.
No, 16. 16, sorry.
Oh,
And
16.
the second one for 4.
Neither one hits.
Okay.
You go to shoot them, and as you shoot your shots, it just kind of goes. They open up little holes, and it goes through them.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to step as far back as I can.
All right.
This
Now
allows.
it is the one that you guys have been attacking. It's his turn to get slappy. Let's roll. Let's see. All right, Forrest. It's got you in its sights for some reason.
Oh.
And it lunges at you, but slaps itself against the wall, and just kind of tries to wiggle itself back to reform, and it misses you completely.
Nice.
Next is Sean.
Yay. Okay. This is like my first ever fight ever, and I'm still learning all my menus and shit. Give me one
It's all
second,
good,
lad.
man.
Sorry.
Take your time.
I feel like I'm kind of a pussy, and I only have a dagger as far as I can see, so I don't really
We're
want
level
to...
1, man.
Spells.
That's
Man, how does vicious mockery work here? I'm reading it now. Unleash string of insults. Blah blah blah. If it can hear me, though it need not understand me, it must do a wisdom check, or take psychic damage. Is that a thing? Is that like a viable thing?
Yeah.
it doesn't
Okay.
have to understand you. You can am I to understand you can vicious mockery a fucking like kettle and
I mean, yeah, if it's a living thing and it's...
Stupid kettle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
basically
Well,
what you're doing is vicious mockery is that you're basically forming psychic
You're
powers
insulting
around
them.
an insult,
You're making
and it
them
does
Okay.
damage to them.
okay then. Well, I'm gonna go with emboldened by the sickness of Joel Chamber dual wielding pistols as a bird. I'm going to notice these sloppy chrome motherfuckers slapping into walls, and I'm gonna unleash vicious mockery, laughing at these fools. Ha ha!
Yeah, rap battle them.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I want to do vicious mockery
Okay.
to the yeah.
Roll.
No.
What do I roll on for
no,
that
no,
one?
No. You gotta.
Yeah.
No,
You-
the thing rolls.
you gotta do
It's
a-
like a.
Yeah, yeah.
13 wisdom save of 13.
I know, but I need him to roll a 20.
What do I? Which one am I
Oh.
rolling?
A D-
Just a flat d20.
Just roll a flat d20 and give me
Okay,
the number.
so look at the.
On like
You look at the corner
Okay.
of your page. It'll bring up the dice for you if you click it.
Yeah, this is-
okay. Yes,
That's
yes.
atypical of combat to require you to do that
It is,
with that
it is.
move.
So
This
the
is not a
D20 is gonna
common-
be
It's a
followed by the
DM
top
thing
of the
he's
list.
doing.
Okay, I got 2.
Okay. The words that you say kind of they don't make any sense to him, but
Okay,
clearly,
I'm too high.
you're still hurting it. So yeah, it definitely fails. It's
Okay.
it's wisdom save.
So now
Alright.
disadvantage when it makes an attack.
Oh, it fails its wisdom save? Oh, yeah, so you did some damage.
Oh, sick! Yay!
Okay, so you'll roll a d4.
Which should be
Wait.
on the actual.
I roll D4.
Yeah.
Yep, the bottom one.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about this.
Well, if you-
I
you're
got
good, bro.
1.
spell,
I got 1.
Oh, okay.
yeah, if you go to your spells, it'll do the same thing.
Oh, I can roll it off that. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that's
it-
fine. You should
It
hear
came up
us.
as 1 for my D4.
We've been playing the same game for years, and we still ask questions about the most basic
Yeah.
shit. All right, next is the middle thing. Forest. These things hate you.
I'm a very hateable person.
Oh god. All right.
He's got tight leather pants on.
Give me 1 sec.
Yes, I'm sure they can hear you breathing in the microphone, dog. Chill out.
Hi, dog.
Big ass German Shepherd over here. In the
Oh, beautiful, cute.
Yeah,
Okay,
that thing almost ate Caleb.
Yay.
This one, the middle one, lunges at you again, and it smashes the hand that the club that it has as hard as it can against you, and you take 4 damage.
Oh my god. 4 damage right now is like TPK.
Yeah, well, it crit. So,
Oh, how tall are these things?
they're about 5 feet tall, 4 or 5 feet tall.
Okay.
Now it is James's turn.
Hang on, I'm was trying to look at another class because this isn't exactly. Anyway, I'll see this guy being a big old biggity bitch, and I'm gonna try and cast a Witch Bolt.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
You and Forrest both have the same initiative.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just wrote James then Forrest.
Okay.
It doesn't matter unless you
No,
guys want
I
to.
was like, they both have the same, so I don't know if they want to duel it out to see who goes first or not.
Nah, it's fine.
I don't care. It's either way. Is 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Yeah, I missed then.
Yep. It you cast Witch Bolt, and it instead of hitting it, you zap the metal wall, and it absorbs all of the bolt. Forest, it is your go.
All right. So there's a couple of them, right? I know there's like one. There's like, is it the same one that's attacking me?
One
Or
is
there's
on
2 of
the
them.
floor that looks like a big goopy pile of shit trying to figure its life out. Another one.
So Angie, when she falls over,
Oh Jesus! The second one just hit you, and then there's another one that's on the other side of the room.
All right. So can I hit the one that's on the floor? Is it within range?
Yeah, you can hit either one of them.
And one of my allies is near it, correct?
I mean, you're all within like 5 feet of this thing. You're not very
I'm
far.
just trying to see if I get sneak attack.
Yeah, you're
As
close
long
enough.
as-
to that.
Yeah, as long as you have an ally attacking the same enemy as you within range, meaning you'll have sneak attack. You don't have to have advantage on a roll to have sneak attack then, so you'll be able to apply it.
Yeah, I know. I was just making sure someone's within 5 feet. So I'm going to attack the one on the ground, try and just get it out of the fight. So roll.
Okay. Wait, James, which one were you attacking last time?
The main big guy.
They're not. They're all the same size.
Are you talking about the one that hasn't ran into the wall? And
Are you talking about the one on the floor or the one that just hit Forrest?
It was more like whoever's closest to me.
They're literally those two are about the exact same distance. There's one that's just like on the ground in a puddle, trying to reform.
He hit the wall.
One of them hit the wall and like just kind of was like flopping around trying to reform himself, and the
Well,
other
I
one
mean,
just
what
punched.
range would you say he's at?
Witch bolt should be what, 60 feet?
It's 30.
Yes, you can hit any of them. This room is not very big.
I mean, I can hit the ground guy.
Is that what you were trying to shoot? Is what I'm asking.
I guess I didn't know all my options.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah, you just gotta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then it does hit.
Okay.
Because I forgot about the fact that I thought you were just shooting at the guy that just hit Forrest for some reason. Okay, so-
6 damage.
Okay.
And if that hits, then I can keep using Witch Bolt without having to cast it.
It's
basically Sith Lightning.
That side.
I'm going to do the thing where I keep interrupting him every time he talks.
No, it's not. You're not bothering me. There seems to be, since you zapped it with lightning, there seems to be almost like a conductive quality to it now. It's got arcing electricity kind of coming off of its form, and it's still like flopping around on the ground trying to get itself situated. But you notice that there's little like sparks of electricity that are coming off of it now.
It looks like he likes it, or
It does not look like it likes it.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I will not be attacking the one that is electrified with a rapier.
Okay.
I will instead attack the one that's attacking me. So.
Okay. Roll it up.
That is 25.
Yeah, that hits.
it hits the fuck out of him.
That is 1d8. Oh, that I rolled an 8, so 8 plus 4, 12, and then sneak attack is extra 1d6. That's a 4. So 16. Yes.
Okay. So you go at this thing, getting your revenge for it hitting you as hard as it did, and you slice at its stomach and just cut out an entire chunk out of its center. And instead of it just reforming like the others, it just kind of it sloughs off, and kind of a big chunk of its stomach goes down, and it's now several inches shorter.
Nice.
All right, now it is the final
Countdown.
thing's turn, and it is gonna attack Sean.
Ouch.
And it barely makes it. Sean, take 1 damage. It swipes at you with this big bludgeon of a hand, and it scrapes you, but not really enough to really do much to you.
Hey!
And we are back to John.
All right. I guess we're gonna give it a go. Is the one that I was fighting that ended up laying on the floor that James shot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See how
Is
shocking
it
this
what? Wait, what are you asking?
What? No.
You said, is it what?
I was saying, is it the one that James attacked?
Oh,
You said
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack that one.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 14 on the first hit
It misses.
and a 9 on the second hit. So
Nope. Both of your rapiers, you go to swing, but it's not completely fully formed, but it's formed enough to move itself out of the way. Josh.
Okay. So, all right. Seeing that, that one that's having a hard time on the ground, I'm going to run, get some space in between me and the other 3 that's there, and I am going to toss an Eldritch Blast at it.
Aldrich.
Okay.
Josh doesn't realize how happy
that's
he's
a
gonna be, Garrett.
that's a 21.
Nice. That hits.
I am rolling high for these hits tonight. Lord of mercy. All right. Damage. 3 damage.
All right. Get clean. All right. And next we have Garrett.
All right, very cool. Double pistol. Everybody's impressed. For 12 and 6.
Neither one hit. Same thing happens. Pow. Nothing.
You know what it is, right? He's
Those
just
are hard
thinking
to
about the
hit.
silver color.
Yeah, definitely.
Next is it's the goop, the first one. Nope. He tries to get up and he tries to reform. Gets like an arm, and that's all he's got. He's just fucked. And then now it is Sean's turn.
The the dude
Sure,
that
okay.
just
My wife
stood
stepped
up
in.
and tried to like reform himself. I'd like to try to attack him with my dagger, and
Okay.
my hit roll is 17,
Yep, it hits.
and my damage is 6.
As you plunge your dagger into him, you get zapped with
Ah.
the electricity from it, but it grounds out all the electricity in the
Oh.
floor because the floor
Oh.
is metal.
Oh, sick!
And as you stab it, a big hunk of it falls off and goes down the drain, and all 3 of the creatures scream really, really loud at one another.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to just fuck these guys up essentially. Get them all down the drain. Okay. Well, stabbing's back on the menu, lads.
Devin's back on the menu.
Let's go.
Now it is the second's turn, and it tries to throw another swing at. Tries to throw a swing at Josh, but Josh is too quick, and it can't make purchase. So it is James's turn.
I'm gonna keep on shocking him.
Okay.
And it basically says if I do anything else, the spell ends. But if as long as I hit him on the first turn, I can keep shocking him as if I hit him.
Okay.
So basically, you just roll your damage again.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get that on flame, but rename it Itch Bolt.
Yeah, that's actually that's quite
Uh,
cool. That is like Sith lightning. That's sick.
3 whopping damage.
Woo!
And I scream ultimate power.
Power! I am the Senate.
All right, Forrest, it is your turn.
Did I take
Nice.
any damage there, Patrick?
What's up?
I had stepped away. Did I take any damage? I heard that you rolled an attack against me.
No, you didn't. You were
Okay.
too quick.
Sorry, my wife just came in. I was talking with her.
No, you're fine, man. Forrest, it is your go.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the same guy. Same.
Okay.
13 plus 6.
Yep, that hits.
Cool. 8. That's only gonna be 4. Then
Okay.
D6. Another flat 4. So 8 damage.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do. So. Yeah.
All right, now the last. And he swings at John. The last one rushes over to John, and with his big, massive fists, he tries to strike and ends up punching at the wall instead and missing John completely. It is John's turn now.
So I will turn around and start assaulting the one that tried to attack me. Kind of
Okay.
pivot on my heel and swing towards him and kind of lunge forward at him.
Okay.
Gotta show him.
If I can roll my dice in the tray and not on my laptop. 12. Nope, 13.
Nope.
Nope, that's a fucking 11.
Okay. Yeah. Neither one hits. You go to slice, but he wiggles his way out. Josh.
Josh. You dead?
Maybe away for the moment.
No, I'm back right now. Finding my dice. Seeing that my other
I keep trying
bird,
to turn my camera on too, but I can't.
my other bird friend is having a bit of an issue. I am going to cast True Strike on him.
Oh, cool.
So, Garrett, you have advantage on your first attack.
Hey.
Next turn.
I'll definitely
So.
do now.
And with that, yeah, I'll end my turn.
All right. Garrett, it's your turn.
All right, with advantage. 19.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Then I got another 19 with not
Yeah.
advantage.
That one doesn't hit. That
Black,
particular
black.
19 does not hit.
So in the black blaps for 14 total.
Woo.
I'll attack the one that's attacking one of my compatriots. The one that just attacked.
Okay. All right. You deftly aim at him, and as he's bothering John, you blast him for 2 shots that blow massive holes into his central area. Big chunks of silvery metal just kind of ooze off of him and down into the grate below. And it is the Goopy, the first one.
Goopy's turn.
Ooh, shit. Well, that's not good. Forrest, man, these guys fucking hate you, man.
This is the part where he says his catchphrase, "It's gooping time."
It's Goopy time, guys. All right. Ugh. All right. He stands up and readies himself for anyone who's about to attack him.
With his dick.
And then it is Sean's turn.
All right. I guess I just pull the dagger again, and I go for a dagger attack. I roll for 16, and my damage is 6.
So you miss.
Ah, okay.
Just barely.
Cool,
You swing
cool.
out at him, and then right whenever you're about to make purchase,
Hits me with the Ultra Instinct.
his mercurial body wiggles out of the
Ooh.
way.
Ah,
All right. Number 2. He tries to punch at somebody and just misses completely, and now it's James' turn.
I scream, ultimate.
Sustained.
Oh, hang on. I actually want to use my dice tower since I just put it together. Hang on. I'm sorry. Hang on, I gotta find D12 in this pile of dice. Uh, 12 damage.
Wait. Oh, really? Which are you hitting the one that just reformed?
I'm hitting the one I've been hitting, unless he died.
Nope, he's still.
12 damage to him.
All right.
I am the Senate, bitch.
As you blast him, as you blast him, all three of them screech out in just the worst peal of screech. It burns your ears. And it is Forrest's turn.
All right, how many are left?
All three of them are up.
Damn. Which one looks the most hurt?
The one that just reformed that was right by you, looking pretty rough. But they're all looking pretty rough.
Hopefully this pretty rough one will go down here soon. I'm gonna attack it. I don't think a 9's gonna hit, is it?
It does not hit. No.
Oh, the Cheetos. Fuck yeah.
All right. Now
Oh, yummy.
for the last one. The last one lunges forward at Garrett after being blasted as hard as he was last turn. He jumps forward, smashes himself into the wall, and is turned into a puddle on the ground as he tries to work himself back into being. John, it is your go.
I thought you were saying Garrett turned into a puddle on the ground. I was like, oh, fuck.
No, that's
So the one,
Legendary action.
the one that's still next to me, that's reforming again, still that blast with the wall. I'm gonna keep slicing away.
okay. Go for it.
No, I miss entirely.
What is it?
One of them is a natural one.
Okay. Oh God. Are you trying to attack the one
That ran past me that I was attacking last time.
the one that Garrett shot?
Did he shoot it? I thought you smashed it to the wall.
It did just
Enemy
smash into the wall.
I smashed it with a gun.
Well, I guess if
Garrett,
he's
keep a
no longer
check of
there,
this bull.
then I will turn around and make my fails on the one closest to me, which I
Okay.
believe is the conduit.
Yeah, the one on the ground. The one that just reformed.
Yep. So nat 1 and a 15.
The 15 hits.
Oh, you don't say. Cool. 10 damage.
This one is you slice off a massive hunk of it. One of its arms is gone. Its leg is still there, but still kind of. It looks like it's barely standing on it. It's having a rough time. Josh, it is your go.
I am going to throw a blast at that one he just hit.
Okay.
7.
That does not hit.
No.
All right, we're gonna. This is the. It's gooping time. All right. It tries to move to attack, James, and it can't even get to you.
Fuck off, bitch. You can't even touch 13 AC. Bring that weak shit over here.
Garrett, it is your turn.
13 AC.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 6 and an 18.
The 18 hits.
For 7 damage.
All right. So you shoot one shot and it bounces off the wall behind it, and then you take aim with your second shot and you shoot it right in the head, and it explodes out. All of it and the other two with it, they you hear this crazy screeching noise, and then all of them melt down and slowly pool into the drain on the floor, disappearing beneath your feet. And
Silver.
in the pedestal, you see something appear. A single ring is left.
Yoink it. Who wants to fight me?
Just stare him right at me. He was taunting me.
Give me. Let's see. Hang on. Let me check everybody's stuff. You guys. This is not. It's not a very difficult thing to figure out. You can tell by the etchings that are on it. It has infernal writing, but it's so worn down that you can barely tell what it actually says. It is a ring of fortune teller. Every time you are hit by a new creature, you glimpse a random image of its future or past. It only happens once per creature, and you must be hit by the creature in order for its effect to take place.
Oh, that bitch is dead.
Gonna die real soon.
I can see into your future. It's very short. It's a short
Just as
telling.
the final moments of the liquid slurping down the whole end, you hear a clattering from the warm hallway behind you.
A
Well,
clatter.
this ring, I'm sure someone more like frontline might want it.
Really quick, just out of game question. When it says like anything you like the whole ring thing, and it says creature, that's obvious. We can't do that with party, right? You can't equip that and then punch your friend and see his future, or is creatures just enemy mobs?
No, it literally is if you are hit by any organism, you get a
If
glowing ring.
you are hit,
Every time
Okay.
you are hit by a new creature, and yeah, you can totally punch your teammates.
So you could do that. You could equip it and punch me in the
Yeah.
face, and we'd be able to see the future.
yeah, but then Patrick would have to be really vague.
Okay.
Like, I see food in your future.
No.
Yeah, you might smoke a bunch of weed. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, just curious, the terminology. I was thinking maybe it might say humanoid or some
No, you
shit,
can-
but yeah,
you-
good to know.
that's honestly, that is probably one of the best pieces of information to pick up from this is that it says creature, but that can literally be anything.
It's like living creature. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and you get flashes of it, but remember, you only get one instance
One
of
per
it
person.
creature.
Yeah, okay.
So use
Okay,
it
yeah.
wisely.
Alright. Just before the final encounter, whoever's got that on, beat the shit out of everybody else in the party so we can see what's going on.
That is 9:20-ish.
Yeah, I mean we can stop here if you guys want to, or we can keep going.
I just know Garrett usually plans to go at 9-ish.
As a DM, it's hard to compete with online D&D with attention spans and stuff. But it's Patrick's.
I mean, I'm
Show.
perfectly fine with keeping going as long as you're okay with it. I don't mind.
I mean, yeah. Does anybody need to go? I'm fine with going. I don't have work tomorrow.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, I was kind of thought it was going to end at 9, so I told my girlfriend we'd do something.
That's
after
okay.
9. So.
It's okay, man.
You have a girlfriend and play D&D? Teach me your ways, cunt.
Yeah, I'm teaching her to play too.
Oh my god, man, this guy's a pussy expert! Fuck.
Kinda,
Yeah, man.
but
Yeah, I'm my man, fuck yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be hopping off.
Well,
Alright.
as you guys leave the room, it's unusual. You walk back into this warm hallway with the wood walls and the carpeted ground, and all of you feel healthier and better. For some reason, something about this place just kind of eases all of your aches and pains, and you all recover 10 HP,
Oh,
and you leveled up from that battle.
Hell
Oh.
yeah!
sick. How do I do that in my where do I find that?
You gotta like edit and then you just add a level or manage. I'm sorry, it's manage
Ah,
and then
no,
manage.
thank
character
you.
Levels.
Yep.
Ah, there we go. Beautiful. Thank you, man. Very handy. Thank you.
And then we can continue next time on D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I get Eldritch Invocations.
I have no idea what.
Oh, wait. Can I learn you shit? Oh, wait. Not yet.
Probably related to a gun.
Wait, what happened?
All right.
I was getting my.
Oh, wait. I can.
I was getting a charge.
We leveled up.
And you healed 10 HP.